Welcome back to the channel where we dive deep into the animal kingdom, sometimes literally, to discover the most amazing, unusual and downright incredible creatures from around the globe. And today we're plunging beneath the surface of one of nature's most intriguing lakeside habitats, right here at the Allwetterzoo Muenster in Germany. We're meeting a remarkable little amphibian with a big story, the Lake Patzcuaro Salamander. Now I know what you might be thinking, Lake Patz what? Sounds more like a mysterious vacation spot than an animal, right? But trust me, by the end of this video you'll know exactly why this quirky amphibian deserves the spotlight and your full attention. The Lake Patzcuaro Salamander, significantly is scientifically known as the Ambystoma dumerilii, is one seriously fascinating amphibian native to, well, you guessed it, Lake Patzcuaro in Mexico. And these unusual creatures are cousins of the famous axolotl, but with their own unique charm. And while they might look like something straight out of a fantasy movie, they are very real, very cool, and very much residents of our beloved Allwetterzoo Muenster. And let's kick things off by talking about their looks, because wow, these salamanders are unforgettable. Imagine a creature that looks like it's permanently stuck in its teenage years. That's because Lake Patzcuaro salamanders are what's called neotenic, which means they stay in their larval form their entire life. Yep, these guys never fully grow up, living their whole life underwater, keeping their gills and their youthful appearance. Think Peter Pan meets underwater dragon, always young, always adorable, always aquatic. And their appearance is truly one of a kind, slender bodies, delicate limbs, a wide friendly face, and those signature fluffy external gills that wave gently in the water like tiny underwater feather dusters. And those fluffy gills aren't just for show, they help these salamanders breathe underwater efficiently. Seriously, nature decided these guys would never leave their cozy lake home, and honestly, who can blame them? And now let's talk about coloration. Lake Patzcuaro salamanders often sport a beautifully mottled appearance, ranging from earthy browns to lighter golden shades and sometimes olive or green. And this helps them blend into their natural habitat, hiding among aquatic plants and muddy lake bottoms. It's nature's own camouflage, allowing them to chill out and avoid predators. Hide and seek champion, anyone? At the Allwetterzoo Muenster, the Lake Patzcuaro salamanders live in specially designed aquatic habitats that mimic their natural environment. It's peaceful, calm, and full of places for them to hide, rest, and explore. And when you visit, you'll often see them slowly gliding through the water, gently moving their limbs like graceful underwater ballerinas. Well, okay, slow motion ballerinas, but still incredibly elegant. But don't let their calm, relaxed demeanor fool you. These salamanders are actually amazing hunters. They feed on small aquatic creatures like insects, crustaceans, worms, and even tiny fish. Using their keen sense of smell and vibration detection, they can spot prey in the murkiest water. And then, in a lightning-fast move, they'll snap up their meal. It's like watching an underwater ninja strike, but much cuter here. And now, here's a fun and incredible fact. Lake Patzcuaro salamanders have some serious regeneration powers. Just like their famous cousin, the axolotl, these salamanders can regenerate lost limbs, tails, and even internal organs. Lose a leg? No worries, just grow another one. Scientists are fascinated by this ability and are studying these salamanders to better understand how regeneration works, potentially unlocking medical miracles for humans. Talk about tiny superheroes with big powers here. Let's get a little serious now though, because this story has a very important side. Sadly, Lake Patzcuaro salamanders are critically endangered in the wild. Their natural habitat, Lake Patzcuaro, faces threats from pollution, habitat loss, invasive species, and overfishing. Today, there might be only a few hundred left in the wild, and this is why the Allwetterzoo Muenster plays such an important role, protecting these fascinating amphibians and working closely with conservationists to help ensure their survival. And every time you visit these salamanders at the zoo, every time you learn about them and share their story, you become part of the fight to protect them. Awareness is powerful, and these little salamanders need all the help they can get. And together we can help write a happier chapter in their survival story. But let's lighten the mood with some more quirky facts. Did you know that despite spending their whole lives underwater, these salamanders still have tiny lungs? That's right, they have lungs, but primarily breathe through their gills and even their skin. Their skin is super thin and highly absorbent, allowing them to take in oxygen directly from the water. And basically, these salamanders have 3 different ways of breathing. Well, talk about being prepared. And another fun fact, these salamanders are mostly nocturnal, preferring to come out and hunt during the night. They spend most of the day hiding among aquatic plants or under rocks, conserving energy and staying safe from predators. Nighttime is prime salamander time. It's when their underwater world really comes alive. And here's a fun fact you'll definitely want to share at your next trivia night. Lake Patzcuaro salamanders can detect even the tiniest vibrations in the water. They have an extraordinary sensory system that allows them to feel movements and disturbances around them, helping them find food and avoid danger. It's like having built-in radar for underwater survival. At the zoo, caretakers provide carefully balanced diets and optimal water conditions to help these special amphibians thrive. Their care requires constant attention to water quality, temperature, and cleanliness. These salamanders are sensitive creatures, and their health is closely tied to their environment. The zoo's dedicated staff make sure they live in their best aquatic area and they can live their best aquatic lives. And the next time you visit the Allwetter Zoo Muenster, be sure to spend some quality time observing the Lake Patzcuaro salamanders. Watch their gentle movements, marvel at their feathery gills, and appreciate how incredible and fragile these unique animals truly are. And remember, each one is a living symbol of resilience, of adaptation, and nature's endless creativity. And for you to enjoy a little bit more material about them, I'll be quiet now and leave you to the wonderful Lake Patzcuaro Salamander.